Hello, this is Matthew Weiner, and I am lucky enough to be sitting with,
I'm Elizabeth Moss, and I play Peggy.
and this is episode 13, the finale of the second season. It's called Meditations in an Emergency, which was a title that was meant to be, as it turned out, once I had gone with that book. And I knew that I wanted to end with the missile crisis, and I knew that the state everyone was in, it just seemed to be perfect. This opening image is a mother and child, and where we left off, we know that Betty has been spotting. We know that Don has disappeared, but we last left him in the ocean. And this was based on our childhood pediatrician whose office was in his home. And I love that opening shot of Betty alone like a little girl in that dress. Just by way of anecdotes, the crinolines are so loud under this dress that when she left, we had to take them off for the shot where she walked away because it was like blowing the mics out. But this gesture here of her rubbing her eye and being told that she's pregnant and saying that's not good.
Of course.
It's kind of nice to me as a storyteller. I feel proud of the fact that not just the
Dr. Aldrich.
Ingmar Bergman mood of this news, but that we were starting the show with the news that she's pregnant, which is usually something that you'd work up to, and you're sort of wondering like what's going to happen.
As a big reveal, but yeah.
I can't have a baby right now.
And I love how firm she is about this. And you forget these are women. This is a woman with her own problems, and this is the last thing that she needed.
I think we're having. There are alternatives.
She brings up having an abortion. He basically tells her that's for poor people and young people, of which you are neither.
As a married woman of means, you would even
Yeah.
be considering that.
Dude, I don't know what you think. I mean, I love this guy playing the doctor.
He was great. He was great. I was actually there that day when you guys were filming this,
right,
remember?
'cause you shot the church.
Because it was the same area as the church scene.
The minute you tell your
They built this 4 walls in a space at the church so that we could do it all in one day.
Yeah.
I like that he takes her hand. This is really one of the first sympathetic doctors we see, other than the one who dealt with Peggy when she in the hospital.
Right.
Pretty hard on them. And I hope that's my shot. I love that. I hope that people feel, and the asymmetry of the set. Dan Bishop said, it's a house that's been retrofitted. We know his wife's upstairs. I hope that people think she's going to get undressed before she actually leaves.
With love from Ken Cosgrove and Pete Campbell. Why'd you
You want to talk about this?
Cooper wanted the ad revenue projections early.
Yeah, these are 3 wonderful, wonderful actors who I really enjoy working with every time. They're each so individual. And they're starting to get an inkling that there's something going down within Starling Cooper.
I haven't heard anything.
And of course, they
Opening his own shop.
the boys treat Peggy in a really interesting way, in the sense that
I'd love to go to California.
you, on the surface, think that they have absolutely no respect for her, and that they treat her in this very demeaning way. But then in actuality, they actually treat her as if she knows everything.
Yeah.
As if she's the
Don's
smart
pet,
one.
and she's the smart one, and she's a woman,
She has
and she
inside
has the inside information. Yeah.
And they always go to her whenever there's a crisis, as if she can help them or save them.
I love this, that we ended 12 with Pete coming in and congratulating her on her office.
Yeah.
And that there's this little piece where he's trying to get business. He told her he lost Clearasil, and now she's gotten this piece of paper that says something's up.
Right.
And she's warning him.
Yeah.
They're in it together. And if you were wondering why she's doing it, is it because she's in love with him or whatever? She has this great throwaway when she leaves, which is don't blame creative.
Yeah. As usual, she's thinking in a business-like way. As usual, she's thinking, with the company.
Right.
And it's not personal.
Right. And of course, she has the key line in here, which is tell people the truth.
Yeah.
Which is going to make
Pay
him,
off in a big way.
Yeah. So Betty's been told, whatever you do, don't horseback ride. You're pregnant. So there she is, coming off of a long ride. This is all fake behind there, which I think is just some of the most exquisite special effects works they've done.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's Pasadena in the middle of the summer, and there's palm trees back there and so forth. And here I wanted to have this big moment when Dawn returned. I asked for the camel coat, and she has a little stumble written in there, which January did exquisitely when she sees him. It's almost like seeing a dead person.
How long have you been here?
and she throws this line at him that Helen Bishop gave her in episode 10, which is
Where have you been?
something we do in life.
You've disappeared.
What's the line?
It's not, honestly, it's not that different without you.
Must be nice. Needing time and just taking it.
I love that she is not, that she's strong about it, and we know she's grown up a little bit.
Yeah.
The children.
That's
I feel like handling this relationship between them is so delicate in a way because,
It's a huge writing problem, you
yeah,
know?
because you can't, really be on either person's side. It's very difficult. You want to be on her side, but you kind of want them to be together.
Right.
You want everything to be okay.
And he didn't rush back to her because he realized he'd lost something. All that they said was, "Are you alone?" He said he wanted it very badly, right the episode when she kicked him out.
Yeah.
And we know he wants it. We've seen the carousel. We know he's in love with this idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he,
Honestly, things haven't been
this one,
that different without you.
which is really just designed to hurt him.
But
I
it's
love-
also very true.
Yeah. He also says, I was not respectful to you. He admits it. He admits that he had the affair.
Yeah.
In the most, and actually, what I thought that was about was not about him being a chicken shit. It was about him giving her the most dignified way to hear this information.
Right.
Instead of saying, like, I had sex with that woman or I was with that another woman or whatever, he's basically
Right.
saying, like, I didn't handle it right.
Right.
There's a lot of doubling in this episode, a lot of pairs, a lot of profile shots. You'll see it with Dawn and Roger. You'll see it with Pete and Duck. And this scene to me is just like, so Duck's drinking again. We know that. And Vincent is really, he's come in to confess.
Clearasil is pulling out. Sales are strong, creative is strong, but we are not suited for business together.
A lot of this episode seems to be about confession and telling the truth
Absolutely.
and the ramifications of that and how it's not always a good idea and
No.
it never turns out how you think. And
Yeah. But also, I wanted that the sale of the company and this historic event to be related to each other.
Yeah.
And it's important to me that when you're in a crisis, people respond in different ways, but really one of them is that the rules are off.
Right. Yeah.
We're merging. Being merged with.
Your loyalty and enthusiasm during the American Airlines thing showed real character.
You remember that? Showed real character the way you sold out your father. And I love that Pete says,
I'm trusting you with this information because I'm going to be the president of the new Sterling Cooper.
I love that Pete immediately takes this. He's thrilled, and then he knows that Dawn has kept him from getting this job a couple of times. And he brings it up, and Mark Moses has an amazing reaction here.
I don't know what to say.
You say thank you, and then you don't say anything. Such news has to be broken in the right way.
Is Don on board with my promotion?
I love this
I'm the
reaction.
president. I don't need his permission, do I?
Part of this also is that Duck's downfall in this episode has to do with his drinking. Even though it's made him a better businessman and has gotten his ire up, he has been overconfident. And it is personal, his problem with Dawn. It's not a business problem, and that is that can get the better of you. I love that Pete is puzzled by this reaction.
Yeah.
My fellow citizens, this government
Now here we have the introduction of the
has
crisis.
maintained the closest
We know Don's back at the Roosevelt Hotel.
military buildup
He's tan. It's not an accident.
in the past.
And this information comes across. You know, there was so much information about the missile crisis, and people kept saying, and then so-and-so did this, and Khrushchev did this, and just did this. And I kept saying to the writers, like, what do the people know? They don't know shit.
Right.
And as far as we knew from the reality of the situation, I'm always revising history. I'm always saying things he thinks about calling Betty here, which he did wonderfully. I just love the idea that I did not have to do anything about this because everyone who was there said, that this was a seminal event and that they had 11 days of terror. And the sound work in this episode with keeping the crisis going in the background all the time. It's this
The
shot right here.
radio and
Yeah, look at this. This is a silent shot. Well, except for Hildy. He's got the rain on his thing. You've got a great music cue.
Welcome back.
And
one of my favorite things about this episode is the incorporation of the actual weather at that time.
yeah,
I mean, it's sort of-
we wanted to do that. What
It's
is
so
it?
cool. And it's also, I said yesterday, it's also the only times you ever see overcast
Yeah.
day outside of Sterling Cooper.
Well, we don't always do it, but, I want to use it when I can. I love that Dawn notices her hair
Yeah,
and her office.
yeah.
Okay, Mr. Sterling.
And I love this dress on you. You're so adorable.
One of the great ones.
I mean, to me, like the three of you in a conversation here, I could watch that for an hour and a half.
After you.
So he's been away, and this happens all the time. People disappear like this in creative jobs. I know it was shocking to everyone that he did, but
There's no reason to take it personally.
there's a little profound thought.
Do you want to know if you've been missed?
And
That's how
Joan is now taking care of him,
Mr. Sterling has been
and she's so delicate about this.
on a daily basis.
I think she's the best secretary he ever had.
Oh, absolutely. Better than Peggy, definitely.
Yeah.
But I love also that she deals with, we know he doesn't want to see Duck still. And maybe I'll run into him in the men's room. I just love that she lets him know about his wife in the most
Did she call?
Not today.
delicate way.
Yeah, she's very good.
I think that's enough to start.
And we have this amazing, our backdrop, which is lit so
We
well.
have a safety protocol for civil defense. I
And of
don't
course, she's in charge of it.
think people have the right to know.
Trust me, I don't think there'll be a point in taking to the stairs or diving under a desk.
Don't forget that Don was in California and he saw what the product of this is going to be. He
Right.
saw those missiles. And there's Pete, who he left at the hotel. He hasn't seen him since.
I'm standing next to you in the carport.
So you see this echo from the Duck and Pete scene.
Sorry I missed that.
I like how Pete sort of takes it personally. He's actually a little hurt when he's
Yeah.
left.
And then Don compliments him and he doesn't even know how to deal with it.
How did it go?
I think I had a line in there where he says, really, and I might have cut it.
North American Aviation.
Then I was right, wasn't I? You handled it. Good work.
And we have to believe Don here.
I know you want everything the minute you want it. Sometimes it's better to wait until you're ready.
So you think I'm ready?
I think he's impressed
Yes,
that Pete
you proved it.
actually did not just trade on his life and actually made an effort.
Now I have to play a little catch-up ball.
He seems more confused by this than he was by his promotion. Don's happy with me. That's the whole thing too. Is I feel like he so grows up in this episode. We
Yeah.
actually put him in a black suit at the end. Janie did, and
Oh,
so that
yeah.
he would look more mature. And here's Roger, who hasn't seen Don in a long time.
About 3 weeks ago. Hope you were looking for a job in California, because you're going to need one.
I'll stack my absences up against yours any day.
Now, of course, we know that they were forced to sell Sterling Cooper because of Roger's divorce, but he's never going to reveal that.
See, the walls are still standing.
They are. But we sold them. And the rest of the company to Putnam, Powell, and Lowe.
What?
It's done. They're coming in Friday to discuss strategy, management structure, and logistics. You'll find one of these buried in a stack of crap on your desk.
I just
So, how much?
this
You'll clear a little over $500,000.
This is one of these moments like when Rachel says to him, I've never heard you talk that much, when Roger stands up and says, look, you got nothing to say now. $500,000, I can't, it's literally like a $5 million for in today's money.
To them in a bar.
Maybe more.
Duck was in a bar?
He doesn't have a wife
So Don now has
Conflicts?
another piece of information,
since my engagement.
and Don asks about the conflicts, and there's a little sitcom joke there, but at least what you get is that Roger's engaged.
Very few conflicts. Coop and Alice jumped on it. I wasn't going to make trouble.
I wasn't going to make trouble. He drove the entire thing, which I love.
Go to your office and figure out how much I made on this.
And I also love that he takes it personally here. I love that he says this about the crisis. It feels so right to me,
Kennedy's daring them to bomb
what
us.
both of them say.
Right when I got a second chance.
Right when I get a second chance.
We don't know what's really going on. You know that.
Neither do the boys. It's, it's...
As Mr. Khrushchev and Mr. Castro.
Now, Cater wrote this this sermon. I'm in love with it. It's so symbolic, and there used to be a line in there where he called them fascists and atheists, and we were kind of like, I like the new church. That's what we wanted,
Yeah.
and I love what you do here. This is you totally understand the silence. You want to talk about like how you do that? Like what's going on in your mind? Are you just listening? Because you're not
think
even
so.
looking at anything.
I think so. I don't know quite what it is that I'm doing. I think I was just listening.
Sinners. Every one of us.
We know he's talking right to you, as far as you're concerned, right?
Exactly. I think in such a sort of weighty speech and something like that, it's so obvious that he's talking to her. My feeling is that you don't really have to do anything.
And to repair it.
I love also that we had this emergency church thing, which was really going on and drawn from the newspaper, that
Yeah.
there were all these emergency masses because people, it's no exaggeration. This is early in the crisis. This thing goes on for over a week that the public knows about it. And people, it just got worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then it just ended. And it was a bad taste in people's mouth. That was not an accident. That dissolved from one church to another. And here's Betty, pregnant, getting a dye job,
Dye job,
smoking. And one of my favorite things about this particular, this is honestly, this is my, I love Peggy's the row house. This is my favorite set of the
Yeah,
season.
this is a great set.
It's so accurate and it's so like a mixture of so many things. And we had a tough thing on this scene because the little girl here is a background artist, but I wanted her face. I loved her, and we had to shoot half of this and then shoot her out so that she could leave because I didn't want to replace her.
Oh, wow.
But I love this idea that the social consciousness, you know, that you think of like, oh, everybody's, look at that, look at Annie Dudek. It's just always amusing, right? She's like a telephone pole went up in the middle of that place. Shut the door of the bomb shelter in her face. There's so much information from here. She's really. She's giving her. I just love how it's hit the public.
Yeah. And how everyone takes it in a different way and everyone deals with it in a different way.
Right. There's a great piece of music in here too.
What is it?
I don't know, but it just was like so. There's an actual piece that it's a library cue that they found, that Alex Matsavas found. I love it, but there's a piece of music that I wanted from the beginning that's in the scene in the bar with Betty called "Stranger on the Shore," which was very #1 on the charts, an instrumental, and it has a different mood. But I just love. There's a kind of the music feels very modern to me.
Yeah.
Feels very contemporary, and it's also kind of kitschy, like the place.
Yeah.
But I love that these two women can share this, and they don't really say what it is. And Francine gets it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How do you solve this problem? Well, of course, we're middle-class women. We know how to solve this problem. This is what I was saying about Peggy. Like, Peggy couldn't solve this problem this way.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
Hospital. Of course, you don't want to go down there right now.
I love her line at the end. Not sure if I remember exactly what it is, but
She basically tells her to
basically
forget
says,
about
"Don't
it.
do anything."
Don't do anything, yeah. Which, by the way, was Betty's advice to her in The Wheel about Carlton.
Oh, that's right.
That's what happens.
I'll come by and check on you.
This sort of attitude of, well, just don't talk about it and it'll probably go away.
Or you'll feel differently. The doctor told her that too. It happens. I loved his reference to the fact that there were so many unwanted pregnancies in these families, and you'll see when you have the baby, you'll get excited. It'll be different.
What are you doing in here? And where's Virginia?
This scene was something that I decided on the spur of the moment to do broad. And it's really one shot. And we worked the choreography of that. And it's because these people work together all the time. They are so funny. The timing, the biggest difficulty in this was getting this piece of paper stuck to Paul's butt because I didn't want anyone to notice it. And I love that there's no reference to it. There's no joke about it. No one makes a comment on it. He just, that's where he got that important piece of paper.
Counting all the people.
Each of them are so different, but they work so well together.
Oh, yeah.
And they all work really hard, too. Nobody throws anything away. They all work really hard.
And I knew that we cut to Lois here and push in on her in this hinging shot. I really love the way this hallway is.
Doing what we can. The phone company's completely overloaded.
I love that they need to find out who will know when they go to the bottom instead of to the top.
Right.
Because the switchboard knows everything.
And they turn once again to a woman.
Right?
Have you heard anything about them opening a West Coast office?
Oh, how
I'm not allowed to talk about what I hear in there.
he's so patronizing. Sal uses his charm.
Yeah, Sal completely exploits his little relationship with Lois.
And then Harry just infantilizes her and
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Putnam Powell and Lowe?
and let's just face it, she kicks this thing out of the park.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Mr. Phillips.
She's so great.
She is. She's just she's a natural comedian.
Yeah.
No. No.
It's done.
That was his reaction, and he knew exactly what to do.
Cooper? Or are they combining?
That was in the script. Do you remember it said he laces his fingers as if to a child, and I had him cheat it up, and he would have done it on his own, but I wanted the people reading it to know what it is.
Yeah.
And I just love when that she won't take it. She's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Redundancies.
I love that.
Look at his face.
Thank you.
As if she's just killed this child.
Exactly. And the comic thread under this, which is really based on something very serious about these people losing their jobs, and we love them, and it pays off. Paul has the line that pays it off. I'll talk about it when we get to it. But, and here, this is, I've been around enough divorced people in my life to know the pain of this scene, and he punches him in the stomach here, Aaron, which I did not write, and it was really perfect.
He just did it?
Yeah. And I had him looking out the window there, which is what I heard that all the little boys were doing and little girls.
Chinese food.
I want you to behave yourself.
And I love that Betty won't even give a shred.
Yeah.
He tries.
No, I have
Don't forget that she doesn't like to eat. Because we will see her eat in a few minutes.
to drop them off in the morning. I'm going riding. Carla will be there.
She has no desire to engage him.
Yeah.
Good night.
And I love that he wanted to see those kids. He is trying.
I know. I like that he's still a really good dad.
Yeah.
Can we order room service?
Kiernan. This was the last shot of the second season. We shot this at 3 a.m. and Janie just nailed this thing, and it was the last thought was basically for her to be out there shopping. You know, she's our mom. She's out there. She's doesn't know what she's going to do on her own. She has no kids. She's pregnant. She's separated, and she's on her own, and the stores are closed to some degree, and I just love the glamour that's in that window and how she's not part of it. And she walks into this bar, and I said to her, I said that she has a bag from Schrafft's, she has a bag from Bendel's, chocolate, shopping, she did it. And I said, I want this to feel like you haven't done this. You haven't walked into the bar by yourself. She's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Joe, the bartender here, Joe, the actor, Joe Rosato, he's great.
Can I get a glass of water?
See, she doesn't even sure she's going to have a drink.
I love how each of the characters act as if this were their last day on Earth.
That was how we were trying to do.
And each of them do this thing that would be if they had only one day, you know? Don writes this letter and is with his kids, and she does this and tells him that she's pregnant, and Peggy confesses, and...
They're pushed. They're pushed very hard. That's what's nice about it. She's been pushed very hard. And here's this man down here. I resisted everything everyone wanted me to show him at the beginning, and I really didn't want the audience to know that there was anything serious about him.
Yeah, that would be cheesy.
And, and also, like, this woman's never been hit on before in her life.
Right.
I love the way she deals with him when he shows up. And this outfit with the fur cuffs, and she's a dignified lady, but then she does this amazing sort of... you'll see as he comes over, she just really engages him in a way that... And by the way, he is amazing in this.
I walk through Times Square.
The bigger, the alternate Don Draper. He doesn't come on too hard. And he basically mentions that things are out of whack.
I'm trying not to think about it.
To not thinking about things. What's your name?
She won't even indulge this.
Thank you so much for the drink. I'd just like to enjoy it if you don't mind.
And we put this piece of radio in here.
No, of course. Nice meeting you.
And here's something that January added here. She does very well. Watch her drink this drink. Boy, does she need that. I know it's like watching Jenna Roland smoke a cigarette. You're just like, wow. That is so, that is physical reality, and that's, you know how it is. It's lemonade. But
her performance in this is so great because it's so subtle. It's so heavy what she's going through. And she doesn't give in.
No.
She doesn't give into it the entire time.
No.
The entire time she sort of floats on the surface of the pain.
Right. She's very external, and then you have this domestic scene with the kids, which feels very real to me. Daddy, daddy, daddy. She hasn't watched the stuff. This walk here, this shot was very hard to get. The behind the bar was very narrow, but it was important to me that that's all there was to it.
And it's very obvious that, Don and Betty have switched places.
Yes.
She's at the bar, and he's with the kids.
I didn't even think of that. That's great.
Well, glad I can help.
Well, here's this. You will see that this man keeps being revealed almost in a horror movie fashion. You hear him and you see him. You don't really get a good look at him.
I'm waiting.
It's very unreal
It is.
in a way.
And you hear the song here, This is Stranger on the Shore. And I physically explain a lot of this stuff because I can't really write it. And it's one of the advantages of being there to direct. I show up for rehearsals a lot of times too, and I do things for the directors also. But I love the fact it was exactly what I wanted, the way that she is led into this thing. And there's a gesture here when he opens the door that he looks around, but he had this thing when she says, I'm married here. I just love this. It's her way of getting, this assuages her guilt. I did tell him, you know?
I'm married.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
But I love that when he opens the door, he originally smoothed this tie, and I'm like, you can't do that. You don't do this all the time.
Right.
There's tremendous choreography to a scene like this. It's like a fight scene, and we're running 2 cameras, but every single gesture in here is in the script so that everyone feels comfortable. And I like to think that you guys enjoy this, but I know that this is always a difficult thing to do a love scene and have it come off right.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said absolutely.
Oh, good.
Thank you for letting me.
No,
It's
I'm glad.
very
I'm
important
glad.
to the commentary.
But I wanted to know that she was actually getting undressed. There couldn't be any doubt in the audience's mind that she was actually going through with us.
All right.
That's why there is so much detail here. This is not salacious. It's exciting because it's Betty letting go. And, you know, and we haven't really ever seen Betty have sex. And even with Dawn, it never really goes this far. And this, of course, was actually on TV that night. And there are the kids asleep in Dad's hotel room. And we don't know what he's doing here. Do you think he's working, or what do you think?
I always assumed he was working.
Yeah, me too.
But is he writing that letter?
Yeah, I always thought so. He says in the letter that I'm looking at the back of Sally and Bobby's heads.
Oh, so he's writing the letter.
Yeah. He asks her his name. They get a knock on the door. This is the part that January really enjoyed, I know, and I did too, is that she walks out and this look right here, like, yeah, I did it. She's not embarrassed.
No.
I hear. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about the scene.
This was my last scene of the season.
My mother baked.
Actually shot.
Thought we'd
Yeah.
appreciate something fresh if we get stuck.
I loved how you brought the stuff down, and I love how you... This set was a church basement.
That's right.
Nuclear war. I could be gone tomorrow.
You guys have so much chemistry, and there was something that he did right here, both of you. He is so filled with love.
Yeah.
While he's judging her.
Yeah.
I've seen that in you from the moment we met.
And I love how she stands her ground. She's Peggy. Even to God. She stands up to God.
Yeah.
It's really incredible.
It's really...
To this parish, to reach you.
I think you think he's going to say, I love you. And what I said in the scene when we were there is, I think he is.
Yeah.
Hell is serious and very real. And unless you unburden yourself, you cannot know peace.
I understand that, Father. But you're upsetting me right now.
That is your guilt, Peggy.
Yeah, I love that she's this little girl who's so strong.
I know.
Standing up to him.
I know.
This could be the end of
Also, her coming to the church in this crisis, even though he has said so much and has
Right.
obviously revealed that he knows that
He
she
knows
had the
something
baby.
about her, yeah.
And she still comes back, also shows how strong she is.
Yeah. She's always trying to do the right thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that has to be done perfectly, even though it's one shot. And January nails this as far as I'm concerned. I love the lighting. I love everything. She's a bachelor. And if you wonder why she does it, you know, her husband's cheating on her. She's pregnant, which is tremendous freedom. She's drunk, and it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
And here she gets to do what she wanted to do. Eat something. She's hungry.
And there's barely any emotion on her face.
No,
Doesn't feel a thing.
Well, when you're alone,
Yeah.
right?
You don't emote.
You do that too, exactly. I just always say that. This, to me, this is one of these great double-edged scenes where
I wish you would come with me.
she loves him.
What if something happens?
There's a close-up of her in here that is closer than anything I ever do.
Hmm.
And I won't like the director's doing it, and I could do it because I was directing. And I love the ambiguity. I love, he says if he wants to die, he's going to die in Manhattan. And I love that she says, if you love me, you come with me. And he says, you're right.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. If I'm going to die, I want to die in Manhattan.
Stop that kind of talk, Peter.
There's no difference, Judy.
And he can't
And I
drive.
want to be here.
Why do you always make it about that?
You know, and it's interesting.
And they love me. Do you?
I think that she really does love him.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, but I don't think that she sees him or really knows who he
No.
is.
No, he's an idea. She's got Betty's disease. She's just...
Yeah.
He's
just
good
this
on paper.
idea.
She's 5 years away from being Betty.
Yeah.
I'll help you pack the car.
But Peggy really sees him and understands him for who he is.
Yeah. So here we are in the midst of this crisis, and I have to have a joke right away. Bad news.
What?
I just saw the refrigerator is full of canapes. It's nothing to do with Kennedy. It's nothing to do with the bombs.
Bad news.
And then he has this great moment. He's come into work,
You told me she told you that.
You're not worried? Why'd you come in?
and he's great at those kinds of lines. She told me she told you that.
It's great. Where does he want to be on, you know, in his last day on Earth?
Right.
He's at Sterling Cooper.
Right.
Loyalists are always...
And I love this. Cater did all this stuff about the planning, and then I just gave this attitude to Paul that they're watching what they're going to do. They're going to fire everybody. We were shooting this, by the way, this aired right before the economic collapse, and you could feel it all year that it was about the end of the world.
Yeah.
I love that. I love this company the way it is. That to me is the payoff for this whole thing. Is the way we all feel. And he goes down and tells Dawn there's no other risk.
May I?
And for what purpose?
Yeah.
He's the adult in here. He is actually throwing Dawn a bone
I'm coming to you anonymously, Don.
because he respects him, and we know he loves him.
Yeah.
We know he admires him.
I know about the merger. And I know that Duck Phillips is going to be the president.
How do you know that?
He told me.
Why would he do that?
And Dawn doesn't reveal that he doesn't know any of this.
Right.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know.
John is just so... These guys, come on, you put these two people in here together. But there's something different, is that Pete has a very different... This is the most stern he's been with Dawn since he blackmailed him.
Yeah.
And this line right here, I almost cut it, and Cater wrote it, is
You know,
amazing.
they stopped a ship this morning.
I pushed in a little.
I bet the Russians are reconsidering now that we made a stand.
He's saying to Dawn, stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, Dawn can't trust any of it. So here we have what is an artistic choice for me to have Betty receive this letter by herself. You really want to see Dawn reading it to her. You want to see Dawn writing it and see her reading it at the same time. You want Dawn in there. And to me, I felt like this is not going to be a relief for her. This is going to complicate things.
I'm sitting in the Roosevelt, looking at the backs of Bobby and Sally.
Although I have to say, when people read this letter, and especially when they heard John Hamm read it, they cried.
Oh, yeah. In that read-through, everybody
Yeah.
was in tears when he read this.
Yeah.
And my regret.
And it's directly related to what he learned in California. It's directly related to that tarot reading.
Yeah.
I understand why you feel it's better to go on without me.
I asked Cater this yesterday, but do you think he means it?
Oh, absolutely.
Without you, I'll be alone forever.
I'll be alone forever without you. He certainly thinks that at this moment. That's the lesson he got.
Yeah.
But by the way, I've given everyone pointers on how to have an affair. Deny, deny, deny. Run away for 3 weeks. Write a good letter. So here we have it. The British are actually here, and it's about to happen.
Cooper will remain somewhat autonomous.
You bought us. We don't expect
We know that
autonomy, but
Bert Cooper backed into this delicately. We know that Roger's whole future is dependent on getting the money from it.
And he knows both companies.
And then,
Duck Phillips will be...
Duck is being announced as president. It's not a surprise to Dawn.
Obviously.
And I'm playing with the idea here that everyone's expecting Dawn to make some big speech,
Show.
right?
Yeah.
And instead, he just sits back and lets this man who's been completely emboldened by alcohol and arrogance and hatred, right?
Lets him dig his own grave.
He lets him completely disintegrate. And I don't know if there's any debate. I've heard some question about it, about whether what he does is irreparable, but it is.
What Dawn does, or what
Duck does. Duck losing his temper like this
Yeah.
and showing its personal, forgetting about not having shored up Dawn.
Right.
he blows himself up.
You just don't do that.
Nope.
I don't think I heard the word client.
And I like it because it's not being done on a movie's version of scale. It's being done on a reality scale. If you think about being in a meeting and seeing someone freak out like that, you would not take them very seriously.
Yeah, it's true.
Certainly is an ambitious way of thinking about
There is, though, an element to this scene of you kind of do just want Dawn to win.
Yeah, of course. How could you not? We were root for Don.
Yeah.
I know that's nothing else. He's good at his job, and this man just said that Don's job is useless.
Yeah.
And there are people who believe that in advertising, and it is cyclical.
If this is the agency you want, Duck is the man for the job.
And I had a lot of sort of snarky lines for him about taking his ball home and so forth. But I cut it all out because I was like, this should be emotionless.
Yeah.
Hearing his own voice and saving the day. There are plenty of people who feel that way about him.
Under your contract.
Right.
Or walk out that door with nothing and start selling insurance.
The problem is Duck gets personal and emotional.
I don't have
Right, because he's it's, as Bob Levinson always says, that's the liquor talking. And I have to tell you, I hope people who've watched the show for a long time, Don has not had a contract. We've mentioned it a bunch.
I can't see as far into the future as Duck, but if the world is still here on Monday, we can talk.
But I love this too, that he's actually concerned about the world too. He's like, what are we talking about this for?
Yeah.
Let him go. Take a second to find some kid who can write a prose poem to a potato chip.
That is not as easy a line to say as it sounds like. Write a prose poem to a potato chip. That.
What more do you need to know?
And it's over for him.
Yep.
Look at them.
I know, and they did it perfectly. And that's not just being British, that reaction. That is... And he knows it.
Of course.
He knows it. Spectacular performance from Mark Moses this whole episode.
This doesn't affect the merger, does it?
Right. And it doesn't. It doesn't. It just affects Duck. He could never hold his liquor. Now, this is a oneer that, to me, pays off that first episode where it says it's going to hit you all at once. Joan is agitated. I love the tension in the scene, that she can't deal with the crisis. She leaves the frame. We move in on him. And I told John this. I said, this is that moment. Your wife wants you home. You made it. You won. You won the account. How does that feel? Very, very ambiguous.
You're back.
And there's that.
I don't need it.
And I love the way this shot finishes here with her. The cut point determined by the editor. I love that. He just showed it to me like that. It's amazing. And here we have Pete. People running out. That was all scripted, that people were running out, and then he just takes a look. You want to talk a little bit about this?
Why are you smiling?
Yeah, this was
You're still here?
This was a beautiful scene to read and a really, really sort of singular and wonderful experience to do it. Vinny and I were talking the other day about how we really feel that we'd been rehearsing for this scene for 2 years, and we'd really gone through these characters and come so far, and so to be able to then sit on this couch and for the first time they're both actually really honest with each other, and they actually really do talk to each other, and you see how well they know each other.
Yeah. There's also references here to a lot of their other interactions.
Yeah.
Even his "you never let me talk about what I want to talk about." Do you remember after they had sex and he said something to her and she's like, there was another moment where he said that to her, "That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant. You don't understand me."
That's right.
And he is emboldened here. And this was from the beginning of the season. I knew he was going to fall in love with her, and I called myself on the phone and had this speech for Peggy. Not the whole thing, but certainly the part where she says, "I could have had you
Yeah.
in my life forever." I told you this at the beginning. I still have it saved on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, because it was one of those things. Well, I didn't know it was going to turn out this well. I just knew I was heading towards it. And I have to say, I watched the scene over and over again, and at every moment when he confesses to her, and I'm in love with her, the audience is, and we want something for him. He's changed so much over the season.
Yeah.
I want her to kiss him.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it, actually. Still.
Yeah.
And I love the way she,
Didn't you know?
the way you turn your head like that and you hear it. And you remember we talked about the tears. Do you remember that?
About not letting me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you already talk about this?
Matt has a thing where, and it's actually brilliant and it always works out, where he never quite lets me cry. I think I only got away with it once in a single tear in that episode.
The baby.
Yeah. And it's always it's very good though. It's always much more effective.
Do you remember what I said to you? We were making it sound very mechanical, and I know it is on some level because you were the kind of actress who can turn this off and on. Although you were totally overwhelmed with emotion. Everyone, I mean, Vincent couldn't keep from crying. I
Oh my
couldn't.
God, it was one of the most emotional scenes I've ever filmed. But what?
And I gave it away.
I wanted other things is really the key to the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just stunning to people that she gave that baby away. That is the reality.
Yeah.
That is the problem. But what I said to you was, don't let him see you cry.
Right.
Don't give that to him.
Right.
He broke your heart.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's gone.
And that's what, to me, the whole speech was about. And when you first read it to me, if you remember, which was outside stage 2.
Yeah.
In the, in bright sunlight, and you read me, you were like, this is great, you have to hear this. And you read me the speech. And it made me cry standing out there. And
one day you're
Of course, I couldn't tell if you liked it or not because I'm so stupid.
Even though I was crying.
I know.
To me, it was very obvious what it was about. On the surface, it seems like she's talking about how she had the baby and gave it away. But what she's really saying is that she once loved him, and
it's gone.
And it's gone, and you can't get that back.
I just want to say something about that chunk. You keep thinking that this part of you is gone. This little piece in the middle here, it's about 5 sentences. It is grammatically ridiculous. It makes no sense. There's all these its and whats and me's and that don't work. My wife wrote this down about 2 months before, 3 months, at least 5 episodes beforehand, and I kept looking for where it went because I heard it and it was profound to me. And at first I gave it to Dawn, and then I thought, no, it's female. This is a woman's perspective. And then I gave it to Betty, and I'm like, that's not her. She's not that aware. And this scene was almost done, and I put it in there with Cater, and we just looked at it. And this gesture, the touching of the shoulder, it's so confident, it's so kind.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I look at that, and it's so truthful to me. This is an echo of the end of the wheel. He comes home. Here he is. There he is, back in the house like nothing happened. And you don't even know if it's real for a moment, I think. The kids don't even stop watching TV. Look at the body language here. Look at January's body language. And
I like how she looks at him and looks away.
Yeah. Is everything okay? Sure looks okay.
That one when she looks again.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, yeah. This shot... You saw the rifle in the back behind you in the other scene. I wanted it in there.
Yeah.
We actually propped it up even closer so it would be in the shot, if you remember.
Uh-huh.
And there they are on the couch where they made love that time, the second time. And Peggy got what Father Gill said she would get, a sense of peace. I love this, that she seems the happiest. She's the most happy at the end of that.
Well, she's ultimately the one who's the most honest with herself.
Yeah.
You know? She's not really lying to herself.
She told him to tell the truth. She did make him think that there was going to be a shot. I love... We pulled the wall on this scene, not just to accommodate the table at the end, but to accommodate that shot of two of them standing so far apart from each other. That starts it. It's a really... We were tempted to play a lot of the scene in that, but I just couldn't do it. I had to show Betty making the decision to sit down. And I'll be very honest with you, as in many of these scenes, you know I'm always talking about what I wrote in the script and what I wrote in the script, and I'm super proud of how we communicate. After he reaches and holds her hand in this scene, there is nothing written there. And I just ran the camera. I told him, I'm just going to run it, and whatever's going through your mind goes through your mind, and I think we did it once.
Wow.
We did it twice, once with a move and once without a move.
Wow.
And this is one of these situations where John's face is not John all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing thing how he can get information and physically change his face.
Yeah.
It's not the expression, it's like his forehead, everything.
Yeah.
and I hate to tell everybody this, but this is often how this is often how a baby enters the world. They're tied together.
This is one of my favorite shots.
Yes.
And the music.
The music, oh, David Carbonara, my God. I was going to have a song here, and I was going to sort of do what I did at the first season to at least have it indicate what the next, when we were coming back, and I was just like,
no, you
stay
have to,
with them in their thing.
You have to go with it. It's a beautiful piece of music.
It is.
Yay.
You know, it's very much related to the music that started at the very beginning of the season, one of the first cues he wrote, the first season.
Oh, really?
Which is when Betty says to Don, who's in there? The very second episode of the show. That's when David started writing most of the cues.
Oh, wow.
And it's related to the carousel. It has this he's just brilliant. It's just got a lot of it's related to, thematically, everybody has their own music, which you may not notice, but this is a version of their thing.
And it's so much darker and more tragic than the first season even. It's so sad.
It's pretty hardcore.
The show's so sad.
I know. That's why we love it. It's cathartic.
We're just gonna keep talking.